Welcome back. It's Soulmates. It's Friday. Hope you got some good plans. Thanks for allowing us to help kick off your weekend. Hulu has released a documentary called Rap Trap, Hip Hop on Trial, ahead of the conclusion of Young Thug's ongoing trial. The documentary explores the controversial use of rap lyrics as evidence in court and features appearances from high-profile figures such as Killer Mike, Fat Joe, and Will M.I. The case against Young Thug and Gunna, who was accused of being a member of the YSL gang, is also discussed, with Gunna not appearing in this documentary. Now, the use of rap lyrics as evidence in court is criticized in the documentary for violating artists' freedom of speech, with some claiming that this practice disproportionately targets rappers of color. Brandon, I gotta bridge this back to the NBA conversation earlier with this new generation of rappers. I try to keep up, but it's like, who? Because now you're Instagram famous.
Right.
And if you happen not to be plugged in or follow them, you don't know who they are until something comes up to where, unfortunately, they're murdered. And I hate to be a downer, but you don't know about them until then, or these cases come up in court.
So you know who Young Thug is?
I do. I do know who that is.
Because he's been around for a decade now.
For a while,
yes.
I do know that one.
He really started coming out with when Migos was very popular too. But yeah, I think this goes back to, if you check out the documentary on Amazon, Free Meek. On Meek Mill and his, criminal justice, situation, the way he had to climb out of, the situation that he was in. There's a lot of parallels here. I do look forward to watching this documentary on Hulu, though. But if you get a chance, check out Free Meek as well.
And I had to do my research on Gunna, though, when this trial came up.
He's not as popular.
One of the newer ones?
He's not as popular as Young Thug. So yeah, don't feel bad.
Yeah, I won't.
All right, so good news for diversity in Hollywood. USC's Annenberg Inclusion Initiative's latest study found that in 2022, popular movies starring women of color hit a 16-year high. The report analyzed the demographics of leads in the 100 highest grossing domestic films in its biggest yearly batch yet. Now, the study showed that 16% of the 100 most popular movies last year, so 16 of them starred women from historically excluded racial or ethnic groups, outnumbering movies led or co-led by men of color. However, representation in lead roles remains statistically flat for both women and people of color, and age representation was also imbalanced. The study also examined how major studios fared in releasing movies with more diverse leads. And we saw two movies this year, Woman King and the sequel to Black Panther. Till was one of those as well. But yeah, so it warms my heart to see a lot of women of color doing their thing and getting, the opportunities and the recognition. But we still have a long way to go.
We do, and that Asian lead actress that you saw there in one of this year's top movies, she won a Oscar.
And that movie is that's probably, people have said that is the best movie of the year, hands down.
It's still on my list to watch, but she was told to retire because of her age. And then you have moments where Nia Long comes out and talks about, how she thought she was perfect for Charlie's Angels, but she was told she looked too old up against the lead actress.
Nia Long
so it's still
old,
it's still happening, and there's still a lot of progress to be made despite these statistics.
Yeah.
All right. Nipsey Hussle's album Victory Lap celebrated its 5th anniversary yesterday and has now received a double platinum IRAA certification. The album marked the LA native's first project with a major record label, Atlantic Records. That was back in February of 2018. Hussle, you may remember, was shot and killed in March of 2019 in his hometown, where he had been working to rebuild the community. The album features popular tracks with Kendrick Lamar and YG, and his legacy continues to be honored with a documentary from LeBron James's Spring Hill production company set to be released later this year.
Look, glad to see he's getting his flowers.
Yes.
Even though he has passed. Now, coming up on the Black Report, we are celebrating Black excellence.
Yes, one 17-year-old is making history in New Mexico, Brandon, and his story is fascinating. We're going to talk about it when we come back right here on Fox Soul's Black Report. He is flying high. Hint, hint. Come on back.